kind of fond of in tunes too. Willie Armour really is one of my musical heroes. Sadly, I never got to meet him. He died in 1961, and while I was alive, I just wasn't sharp enough when I was 9 years old to commandeer a cassette recorder and drive to Carroll County and interview him. Sad I missed the opportunity. I've been kicking myself about that for a long time. To Texas again, we're doing Texas Breakdown. Before you anticipate an entirely new tune, it starts off as Fisher's Hornpipe. And then Willie Armour got a little inspired, shall we say. Spencer's here, she's out in the audience, and they were thoughtful, kind, generous enough, or just intrigued enough to learn the next tune for me, called Roving Similans, which I've always played, and I usually take two fiddles to a gig so I can play the other one, which is tuned differently. But upon boarding the plane to come here, I realized the vast wisdom they have in playing it out of the key they chose, where one can play it out of standard tuning. Thank you for that. This is a children's play party song, not an Armour tune, by the way, but it has Texas in the title, so it's good enough for today. It comes from Miss R.C. Jones, a ballad singer who was documented in the 20s by a man named A.P. Hudson. He was one of those guys coming out of the English department that had his students go out and collect the lyrics to ballads. None of them could read or write notation. No one had recorders, so they just got the words, which is kind of frustrating. Later, I came across the tune from the same family and adapted it slightly for fiddle. This is a play party tune, so this is what children would have done as a children's game, which looks suspiciously like a square dance. They weren't allowed to have instruments, they had to sing and clap, because as we all know, in deeply religious communities, this is known as the devil's box, and they didn't want it in close proximity to children. Anyway, Roving Similans. Key that. 1, 2, 1, 2. too late for Charlie, bound for Texas. I am so sorry. Rollin' Similin, rollin' round, rollin' Similin, rollin' round, rollin' Similin, rollin' round, all them pretty girls downtown. Oh, Miss Mary, I am so sorry, bound for Texas. I am so sorry. Rollin' Similin, rollin' round, rollin' Similin, rollin' round, rollin' Similin, rollin' round, all them pretty girls downtown. Oh, Miss Mary, write him a letter, bound for Texas, it will get better. Rollin' Similin, rollin' round, rollin' Similin, rollin' round, rollin' Similin, rollin' round, all them pretty girls downtown.